All right, this is Gabriel with you again. Just a short video for the English-speaking audience. And today, I'm going to speak about sexual purity and the marriage covenant, just as I did on my previous video in Spanish. If this is your first time finding this channel, feel free to subscribe, leave your comments and your reactions. I'll be happy to read whatever you guys have to say about this. But let's start off with some scripture. This is going to be a brief insight on virtue of what the scripture has to say about the matter of sex, about the experience of sex. And it's going to be focused on sex within the frame of a marriage relationship. Okay, let's start off with Hebrews 13 verse 4. It says, "Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled, for God will judge the sexual immoral and adulterous." Moving on to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 3 through 5. "For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality, that each of you know how to control his own body in holiness and honor, not in the passion of lust like the Gentiles who do not know God." Clearly, there are people who do not know God, therefore they do not know the scripture either. And lastly, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses, if you want to read from 15 through 20, it's going to be much more into the context, but we're going to read only one verse that says, "Flee from sexual immorality. Every other sin a person commits is outside the body, but the sexual immoral person sins against his own body." Well, obviously, I understand that we could speak for hours about the matter of sex in order to cover the multiplicity of experiences that people might have and all the issues related to the sexual intercourse. However, I believe that from the scriptures that we just read, we can clearly understand that God's best plan for us is to remain pure before marriage. And by pure, I mean virgin. And that's really when God's blessing can come upon our lives. When we follow God's plan and design for sex within the marriage covenant. And I think we all should get back to that foundation, get back to that truth. And we would probably avoid lots of different issues in our lives.